the Mujahideen in Afghanistan when the Russians came in. They always come in.
Bin Laden.
Bin Laden. They come in and arm these groups and stir up a lot of strife, and then it's to their advantage.
Exactly. When they dropped the mother of all bombs in Afghanistan, they dropped them on the tunnels that Osama bin Laden built with his Saudi Arabian construction company. Those tunnels that went to that he allegedly hid when we went into Afghanistan. Those are the same tunnels that Moab hit when Trump just dropped that bomb. They knew exactly where those tunnels were, what they, how they were aligned, and all of that.
Well, I mean, what can be the outcome of Syria if the Russians are helping Assad stay in power and the United States is fighting to get him out of office? Could they just divide it up, or what's going to happen?
That's what folks are speculating, that it's going to be a divided country, balkanized, like Israel wants it to be.
Yeah, balkanized, just like Yugoslavia and everything. Everything they go in, they wouldn't go in. See, the whole problem with Syria, the whole thing is those pipelines that they need to go through into Russia, and everybody wants a pipeline. See,
they've already begun in the Golan Heights that Israel controls in Syria. They started.
See, that's all about oil, and most people won't understand it's pipelines. See, Russia supplies all of Europe. Europe don't have any resources. People forget it's like England. They don't have any resources, so the only way you got to go out is you got to go out and first take it if you can possibly take it, and basically and Russia's not going to let them run another pipeline into Europe because that would undercut them, because their chief resource is what? Oil.
Interesting.
And that's why, and Europe is dependent on that.
Right.
Europe is dependent on it. So.
Right. They don't have any oil.
Yeah. I mean, like France, they just got a new prime minister. What was y'all take on that?
Well, again, there were his major rival was Marine Le Pen. Right. Who is a neo-fascist essentially, but she commands a certain allegiance of parts of the French population, similar to Trump. That same kind of populism, that same kind of populist appeal. She was also anti-EU, anti-NATO, and that's why Putin took a liking to her.
Right.
Because of that, he wanted to throw a wrench into that. But also Mélenchon, who was the far left candidate in the French primary, who did well, much better than expected. He was also anti-NATO and anti-EU, and Putin was also in his corner. So a lot of people are saying that Putin is aligning himself with these right-wing populists around. And I don't think it's that so much as he's just trying to throw a wrench into the mechanism of these governments and trying to weaken NATO in certain ways.
I mean, you see England is being dominated, and they even have Sharia law in England right now. So, but I don't consider.
Well, that's in neighborhoods. That's not.
You're right.
I'm not talking about the whole country. You're right.
But
that's why Brexit is so popular in England, because of that. They're fearing this, what they consider cultural imperialism of Islam, Islamic imperialism. And that's one of the things that Steve Bannon, who's Trump's guy, Trump's ideologist, he speaks about that often, Islamic imperialism, or what they call Islamofascism. And they're Russian theorists. This guy Alexander Dugin, who's very popular in Russia, a Russian philosopher, who talks about building a bulwark, a Eurasian bulwark against Islamic imperialism. And so there's a lot of fear of that.
That whole stuff is crazy. When they talk about Islam, the Islamic nations, they don't have any manufacturing capacity. You look at the Islamic religion, those nations, they can't even build an aspirin. They cannot even build. They have no manufacturing capacity. I said, this stuff is a joke. Where you coming from? This all stuff is being manufactured by the CIA to get those folks. How did them folks get to Europe? How did they get to Europe? They ain't got no money. They were just stupid. They are using them people just like as a bulwark.
Okay.
See, the Islamic is being used. They don't understand. This is not your power. What power do you have? You have no you don't have no technological, all this stuff. Matter of fact, let me say this again. Listen, The only person that was halfway trying to get those two people that tried to get that nation together, they were both destroyed.
Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein.
That's exactly right.
Yes. We only got 2 minutes left, and like I say, y'all may have some finishing comments, something that y'all want to say I didn't give y'all the opportunity to say. So, Brother Salim.
I think we need to be careful of blaming Russia for all of this stuff, looking at Russia as some sort of enemy, and reigniting the Cold War, because it is simply justifying a renewed expenditure on military issues and militarizing our economy much more so than need be.
Okay, your show comes on?
It comes on 7 to 10 tonight. Check it out.
Saturday.
The most astute radio audience in America will be available to you if you listen. Check it out.
You didn't finish your comments?
Well, I would agree that with what was said, and what people should do is really avoid the propaganda. As the Messiah said, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Okay. And your show comes on? My
show comes on every Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:30 on Channel 36 on CAN TV, and reach you on Wednesday from 10:30 to 11:30. You can reach me at 773-509-8124.
Okay. You watch the Underground Railroad. We come on every Saturday night at 10:30, but you can catch us on YouTube 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and go to Twitter, Facebook. Brother Salim was talking about Facebook, and I'm gonna try to utilize that more, but to broaden my audience, but you can see both of these gentlemen on my YouTube page, because Facebook, Brother Mays that comes on WVON in the morning, he uses Facebook, but I would like to capture audience like that my own self. So I'm gonna start utilizing that more once I figure out how to navigate my way through the system, but it's just to broaden. So I say assalamu alaikum to everybody. Thank you for watching the Underground Railroad TV show.
The dreadful bitter truth, your truth, and the Clifton Broadley Underground Railroad's truth. We as the media, mission, and duty is to make you aware of what's happening in our city, community.
All aboard, come on up Clifton, and beat the drums.